You are the sum of your actions, not your intentions. Intentions without actions are just dreams. This quote reminds us that our true character is revealed through what we do, not just what we plan to do. It's a call to align our actions with our words, ensuring that our deeds reflect our true selves. Growth begins at the end of your comfort zone. Comfort zones are safe, but they also limit our potential. This quote encourages us to step beyond what feels easy and familiar, as true growth and self-discovery happen when we challenge ourselves and embrace the unknown. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Change is inevitable, and resisting it only causes stress and anxiety. This quote teaches us to embrace change as a natural part of life, to adapt and grow with it, rather than fighting against it. By accepting change, we learn to find balance in the chaos. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward what happens to you. Life is unpredictable, and we often face situations beyond our control. However, this quote reminds us that our power lies in how we respond to these situations. By choosing a positive and resilient attitude, we can turn challenges into opportunities for growth. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Our reactions shape our reality more than the events themselves. This quote emphasizes the importance of mindset and perspective. By focusing on how we respond to life's challenges, we can influence the outcome and maintain control over our experiences. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Perfection is an illusion, and waiting for the right time often leads to missed opportunities. This quote encourages us to seize the present moment and make the best of it, rather than waiting for ideal conditions that may never come. Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Waiting is a part of life, but it's how we wait that matters. This quote teaches us that patience isn't just about enduring delays, it's about maintaining a positive attitude and staying focused on our goals, even when progress seems slow. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack in will. Success doesn't come from talent alone. It requires determination and persistence. This quote highlights the importance of willpower in achieving our goals. It's our inner drive, not just our abilities, that ultimately leads to success. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. Life will always present challenges, but true happiness comes from our ability to navigate these difficulties with grace and resilience. This quote reminds us that happiness isn't about avoiding problems, but about developing the strength to overcome them. You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. Time management is a choice. This quote emphasizes that we must prioritize our time and make room for the things that matter most to us. Waiting for free time is futile. We must actively create it by organizing our lives around our true priorities. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Our thoughts shape our reality. This quote teaches us the power of mindset in determining our outcomes. By cultivating positive, empowering thoughts, we can influence our actions and, ultimately, our destiny. Do not be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Settling for what's comfortable can prevent us from achieving greatness. This quote encourages us to take risks and aim higher, even if it means letting go of what's merely good in favor of pursuing our true potential. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Living with purpose and intention is what truly sets us apart. This quote challenges us to go beyond mere existence and to live fully, embracing every moment and opportunity that life presents. It's not what you look at that matters. It's what you see. Perception shapes our experience. This quote teaches us that how we interpret the world around us is more important than the events themselves. By shifting our perspective, we can find meaning and beauty in even the most ordinary situations. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Action is the antidote to fear. This quote encourages us to face our fears head-on by taking proactive steps. By focusing on action, we can overcome the paralysis that fear often brings and move forward with confidence. The best way to predict the future is to create it. We hold the power to shape our own destinies. This quote inspires us to take control of our lives by actively working toward the future we desire, rather than passively waiting for things to happen. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Beginnings are often the hardest part, but they are necessary for greatness. This quote reminds us that everyone starts somewhere, and the key to success is simply to begin, regardless of where we are now. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Self-doubt can be the greatest obstacle to our success. This quote encourages us to let go of our fears and believe in our potential. By doing so, we open ourselves up to limitless possibilities for the future. It always seems impossible until it's done. Great achievements often seem unattainable at first, but persistence makes the impossible possible. This quote teaches us that with determination and hard work, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. The purpose of life is not to avoid risks, but to make life worth living. Risk is inherent in all things worth pursuing. This quote encourages us to embrace the risks that come with living fully. By taking chances, we enrich our lives and create meaningful experiences that make life truly worth living.